Hi, everybody. Just wanted to say hi. I see Patty here, um, Rex Oliver, Theodore Blue, Barbara. I think we're supposed to be having about 50 people on. Hi, everyone. Just wanted to welcome everybody. If you're in, we're doing Syria Monday today. I think Richard is doing it today. So if you're for that presentation, then you're in the right place. Just wanted to give you a little update on our upcoming programs that we have. For example, if you're in New York, like today we're doing French Mandate of Syria and Lebanon, which is Richard's 53rd session. Tomorrow, if you guys are in New York, whoever wants to join us, we're actually visiting Pay As You Wish New York Historical Society. We're going to be visiting a particular exhibit, which is Salem Witch exhibit. It's about 300 years, obviously, since it happened. We wanted to, and after that, if anybody wants to join us for a little bit of pizza, we have Pet City Pizza, 74th Street. Then on Saturday, we have Spartacus. Was it real? Was it a myth? That will be at 12 p.m. On the same Saturday, we actually, part of our Asian philosophy group, we're actually going to be doing Confucianism of Tang Dynasty. So we're doing Confucius and his theories and philosophies of 8th century. Then on Sunday at 3 p.m., if you guys are interested, we're going to do a brief history or brief introduction to shamanism by Garrett P. Jackson. Here's Richard and also Mark. Let me make him co-hosts. Hi, Richard. Hi, Mark.
Hey, Zach.
How are you?
Hi, Stephen.
Great.
Richard, a logistical question.
Sure.
When it comes to here, it just occurred to me, I don't know how to present via the Zooms. I participated like this, but I've never had myself and a slide at the same time, so I'm not sure how to do that.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take care of advancing the slides. You just tell me when you're done with the page, and we'll go to the next page. Remember, your stuff is interspersed with mine, which is why I sent you the version. Yeah, the most recent version, so you sort of know where your stuff is. Mm-hmm. And when we get to your stuff, you'll just talk.
Okay, sounds good.
Guys, how are you doing? I was just trying to update everybody on our programs and stuff like that. So while we have time going on, Richard, how was your holidays? And
holidays went well. We've got a lot of stuff to cover today. I'm sure Mark could tell you we have something like 70 slides. So I don't know how far we're going to get today. If that's the case, then next week will be the second part of French Levant. If it's the case that we finish, then next week will be Egypt and the Sudan under British control.
70 slides, you guys are very nice.
Well, to be fair, about 15 of them are like what are they called? Reprise slides, right? Like if you don't remember what happened in presentation 38, well, even I don't have a perfect memory like that. So I figure it might be helpful for people to sort of go through the Ottoman Levant experience before we get to the French Levant experience.
Excellent. Appreciate Mark, appreciate Richard doing this. And this is our 53rd. It's just amazing. Time flies, huh?
Yeah, started this in July 2021.
Wow.
A year and a year and a half. Wow.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It took a few vacations in there. That's why the numbers don't quite check out. But most cases, it's every week. So that's the next one is, as I said, Egypt and Sudan. I haven't put up the meetups for them yet. I'll probably do that on Friday or so. After Egypt and Sudan, the next one after that is going to be, I believe, British Iraq. And after that, it will be Palestine and Jordan. and then we'll move out of the 1920s and the interwar period and cover World War II in the Middle East. And that will end our 2022 season. And then in 2023, we're going to start with post-World War II, decolonization, Arab socialism, rise of Islamism, all of this fun stuff, as we get to the part of history that some of you may well have lived through. So that'll be even better to hear your comments and your real-time experience of this. Somebody's criticizing my taking of vacations, and I personally take offense to that. If you want to do one of these 2-hour presentations, have at me.
It's petty.
Yeah.
Petty to Betty. That's awesome. Yeah. So I was going through some of our programs where we're getting people together. We should take a couple of minutes, right?
Sure.
Before we start.
Yeah, I usually start on the 7s. So we're gonna wait till 7:07.
So Richard, had spoken about the programs today. Like I said, we have tomorrow, if anybody's in New York, want to check out visit the New York Historical Society, and particularly we're going to see Salem Witch exhibit, which is a 300 years, obviously.
When is this?
Tomorrow, it's 6 to 8.
Oh, 6 to 8, okay.
Yeah, so what happens is it's a pay as you wish. So you pay a couple of dollars, whatever it is. So that's why it's going to be probably a good turnout. And after that, we probably grab pizza at Patsy's, 74th Street. Then on Saturday, me, Howard, and Beverly doing Spartacus, trying to prove a concept, whether it was a real or not. How much of it was real, obviously, per Plutarch and whatnot. So that would be on Saturday at 12. The same day, Saturday at 7, we're going to have Jason talk about the Asian philosophy and Confucianism of Tang Dynasty in the 8th century. And then on Sunday, we actually have a new presenter. There's going to talk about the brief introduction of shamanism by Garrett P. Jackson. So anybody wants to learn a little bit about shamanism.
Shamanism in which context? Like which region of the world?
He'll probably, it's going to be more from holistic standpoint. So it wouldn't be from like Tangrism or that stuff. I don't know exact topic, so we'll see. I'll find out myself. So
I only ask because shamanism exists pretty much everywhere in the world, right? You've got the Sami, they practice their version of shamanism. You can make the argument that the early Hasidic movement was a form of shamanism. You can talk about religions in South America by indigenous people. Almost all of those are forms of shamanism. So especially most of the Native American religions of North America as well.
Right. In Europe too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a huge trend in religious development, mostly in pre-literate societies.
Correct. Well, I think this person, Jackson, had wrote the book and wants to present it. So that will be at 3 p.m. on Sunday. Then we have, if anybody wants to go to Jewish Museum next Saturday at 11 a.m. We're going to actually visit a particular exhibit there as well. I've pointed in my description if anybody's interested. Actually, New York, 1960 to 1964, uses of Jewish museum, influential role in early 1960s New York art scene. And then after that, if anybody wants to join us for a little bit of Indian restaurant flames, we can go there. And then Saturday, we continue on Chinese philosophy. Now, Richard, I guess you didn't post yours yet on next Thursday?
No, I haven't posted it on Meetup yet because I wanted to figure out where we end today. And then based on that, I'll post the next 2 or 3. So they should be up by Saturday morning. They'll be in the same groups that they're in now. So you won't have to look for them. Stephen, I noticed you raised your hand.
No, I was just going to say it's a question of theism. It's pursued as generally as a single concept. But I think there's a mistake being made there. I think there's 2 types of theism. There's a very external theism. You know, you got your Jewish temple, Roman Empire, Catholic Church. And there is the internal theism of the quest. You know, you got your King Arthur and your knights, or you got the legend of Abraham leaves goes out to seek his God in the wilderness. Now, this concept is very poorly defined in my mind, but it's simply that there are two sides to it which are ignored. Thank you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. And then just to continue while people are getting together on Saturday, the 29th, if anybody wants to learn about the dead language called Ugaritic language, which was, you know, a city state, so to speak, and was very
In
important.
Anatolia.
Totally. It was very important, you know, port town. And, you know, it would be one of the Semitic languages that you can learn. We did already actually Akkadian language was part of the Semitic languages, and the Sumerian, which is non-Semitic language, and now we're doing the Ugarit language. And then Ralph will present.
What date is that one?
29th at 12 p.m.
Is that a Saturday or Sunday? Oh,
That's a Saturday.
Saturday.
ah.
And the next day on Sunday, we're actually going to Herod the Great and Judean Rebellion, kind of commemorate a little after the holidays, but still, you know, would commemorate that. So, and then in November, just quickly noticing that Eleanor of Aquitaine on the 6th, which is Jane, is going to present Powerful Women series. All right, I'm done. Thank you. Sorry.
All right. So I think that we are basically at the beginning time. So I'm going to start.